I call the Honourable Tau Henare. Tēnā koe, Mr Henare.
Kia ora, Mr Speaker. I was going to have a very, very lovely Tau speech. I was going to talk about Maori TV and congratulate even the Maori Affairs Select Committee on a job well done. On a job, in fact, that the questions that were raised by members of the Maori Affairs Select Committee have turned out to make some changes to what is the Māori Television Service and what is the Māori Electoral College, sir. And I got a tweet this afternoon by none other than Claire Curran, Mr Speaker, saying that if it wasn't for her, none of the hard questions would have been asked. I mean, for goodness sake, 2013, and this, and I don't use these words often, but this Pākehā lady from Dunedin, who comes onto our selection, not a member of our select committee, but she comes onto our select committee and doesn't think any of the natives on that select committee or the other Pākehā people on that committee can ask any hard questions. What she's out there saying and tweeting, Mr Speaker, is this fact, that they couldn't do their job. I'm Claire Curran, I'm coming on my white horse. I don't know whether it was a white horse or not, Mr Speaker, but I just made that part up. Coming on my white horse, and I'm the one that's asking the correct questions. But she fails to realise that the questions that were actually asked by the late Parikura Horomia, way before she even came to our select committee, the questions that were asked by Shane Jones, the questions that were asked by all of the committee members, Mr Speaker, including the Green Party, including, well, I was going to say New Zealand First, but he's not a member of New Zealand First anymore. And I'm not talking about myself. And I'm not talking about myself, Mr Speaker. Were asked by those members of the committee. And I tell you what, it was through those questions that were asked by all of the committee. Oh, be quiet, you had your turn. The questions that were asked by all of the committee. And in fact, it was through those questions that Mr Williams actually stood down from being the chair of Te Māngai Pāho, Te Pūtahi Pāho. It was because of those questions that we asked that we now have Willie Jackson, who is the chair now of the new organisation. For now. Well, for whenever. It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is that we did our job. We knew what we were doing. And it wasn't the Ms Claire Curran riding into our select committee trying to help her. You want to read the tweet. I tell you, it smacks of that old colonial European thing that the old natives can't do the job by themselves. And I tell you what, well, guess what, Mr Speaker? We have done the job, and I commend this bill to the House.